Assalamualaikum and very good day everyone. Today you are going to learn about nervous system together with me, Madam Hayana. Through this lesson, you will focus on structure of synapse and to be able to compare transmission of impulse across synapse and along the axon. Synapses are generally known as small gaps that are found between two neurons, presynaptic and postsynaptic neurons. So the axon terminal end of pre will meet with the dendrite of the post. Presynaptic neurons are separated to a postsynaptic neuron through a synaptic cleft. Presynaptic allow the impulse to be transmitted and then converted to a chemical signal in the cleft and carried away from the synapse to postsynaptic neuron. Synaptic knobs are found on every axon terminal, a bulbous endings that release chemical messenger called neurotransmitter. So inside these endings have synaptic vesicle and mitochondria. The chemical signal neurotransmitter have receptors found on postsynaptic membrane. Examples of this neurotransmitter are acetylcholine, noradrenaline, and dopamine. The receptor for neurotransmitter found on postsynaptic membrane is situated on a ligand-gated ion channel. It's a chemical-gated protein channel that opens when neurotransmitter bind. Neurotransmitter like dopamine work specifically on brain pleasure center called limbic. It controls emotion and behavior in human but must be removed through the help of transporter molecule. Shared feature of impulse transmission across synapse and along axon is sodium-ion multi-diffuse for depolarization to take place and impulse only travel in one direction. Impulses that are transmitted across synapse are in the form of chemical, while along axon, impulse travel in electrical form. For synapse, it occurs between two neurons, which need receptor protein on postsynaptic membrane. To be able to depolarize, summation of EPSP is needed, but impulse may or may not be generated. For transmission across axon, no receptor protein and EPSP summation needed because once impulses are generated, it will be propagated along the axon. Calcium voltage-gated channel only opens and needed in synapse. Ligand-gated ion channels are only required in synapse, while along axon we require sodium and potassium voltage-gated channel. The chemical signal neurotransmitter are only involved in synapse, which is not needed along axon. Last but not least, since along axon transmit electrical impulse, it moves relatively faster, while in synapse it's very much slower because of the chemical signal.